Welcome to my channel. My next request is my last one for the day, and it's an interesting one. I don't even know if I can pronounce this. The artist or artists is Sakanaction. 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 And the song is Kaijuu. Kaijuu. This says orb opening. On the actual video it says anime orb on the movements of the earth collaboration music video. No idea what this is, but I gotta tell you a funny story before we get into the music. I made the decision that I was going to have AI start selecting my playlist for the day. And I wrote up some instructions and asked him to carry them out. And he did, and I wasn't happy. It did, sorry. I keep calling it he. It made selections and I wasn't happy with them. And so I changed my instructions, tried it again, did that several times, finally came up with instructions that worked the way I wanted them to. And this is what I gave him for the criteria to make the selections. Always select the oldest request. Then choose 5 random selections. 3 selections from the first 2,000 requests and 2 selections from the last 1,000 requests. Select 6 unique artists and 6 unique requesters. And the funny thing is, no matter how many times I had AI generate the list, this song was always on it. Now, how you do that when you're doing random selections, I don't know. Apparently, AI really wants me to do this one, I guess. That's the only thing I can figure. This is a very recent request. And it was requested by Hengici, Hengicy. And Hengici wrote this comment. This opening is for orb anime that about explores the historical struggle to prove the heliocentric model of the solar system where the earth revolves around the sun. I got no idea what this is going to be like. I really don't. We'll see. Before we get into that, though, I do have to thank you for coming here and for your support and for everything that you do to make my channel the success that it is. Thank you so much. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that's relevant. And I always put the link to the reaction request form so you can request reactions. Even though I have over 3,700 requests now, and it'll take me almost a year to get to them all, I don't want you to stop requesting. And now that I've made this change so that your new requests could get reacted to anytime, I hope that will help provide some more variety and also not force everyone to wait so long. So we'll see. So this is oh, this one's a tough one. Sakanaction. Stop. Dadgummit. Sakanaction. Kaijuu. X anime orb on the movements of the earth. This says it's a collaboration music video. I don't know what that means either. All new to me. Here we go.
何度でも 何度でもスケブこのくらいよルの怪獣になってもここに残しておきたいんだよこの秘密を
今から地球を動かす
だんだん食べる赤と青のし
Okay, we're going to start this over again now that I see it has subtitles. Sorry.
何度でもスケブこのくらいよルの怪獣になってもここに残しておきたいんだよこの秘密を
今から地球を動かす
だんだん食べる赤と青の星々未来から
禁じられた研究って
もし太陽も星も動かなかったら
今まさに空を動いているのは何なんです？
地球だ。
地動説
だんだんと知る知ればまた触れ落ちる昨日までの本当順々と知る
君がラファウ君、何これ。この世の平穏を乱すような研究は見過ごせない。
丘の上で星を見ると感じるこの寂しさも朝焼けて
あなた方が相手にしてるのは僕じゃない知性だ僕は地動説を信じてます
この世界は怪獣みたいに遠く遠く叫んでまた消えてしまうだからきっと何度でも見ることくらい
君の話は私の人生を大きく変えると言えるか。
ある意味では人生を変えてしまうかもしれません。
君に話しておきたいんだよ
教会の教えに反してる。でもあれの答えが気になる。
だんだんと散る散ればまた次の日花びらの格好単純に切る
人生が変わるようなものでしたか。
いや違う。これは宇宙が変わるぞ。
電動線の延長線上をたどるこの寂しさも暗がりで目が慣れる頃にはもう忘れてな
この世は最低というには魅力的すぎる。
この世界は好都合に未完成僕は知りたいんだから怪獣みたいに遠くへ叫んでただ消えてくんだでもこの未来は好都合に光ってだから進むんだ今何個ね遠く遠く叫んでまた怪獣になるんだ
人類は立ち向かわなければならない。目指すのはただ一つ、真理だ。
Okay. I need to look at that description again. to really understand what's going on. Let me see here. This opening is for Orb Anime that about explores the historical struggle to prove the heliocentric model of the solar system. Okay, well, I don't know what a kaiju is. If I knew that, I think I would understand better the lyrics of the song. But I like the music. I thought the music was great. I enjoyed that a lot. All of this stuff about anime and apparently like a TV series almost, and many episodes and telling stories and stuff is all new to me. I'm complete. I mean, I knew that there was such a thing as anime, but that's about all I knew. That's about all I knew. I didn't know anything else about it, and so I first got introduced to it with Attack on Titan, and now with this, which is called Orb, on the movements of the Earth. I find it all very interesting, and I think whenever you get involved in something like this where there's an ongoing story that lasts for several episodes, it can be a very positive influence or a very negative influence in your life. Just depends on the story and what's being told. And that's really up to the writers who write the stories. What I think of is how when I was a boy, I was taught that you always address your elders as sir and ma'am. And so I'm 77, I still do that. And what that should tell you is that the way that we're taught when we're young sticks with us through our lives and affects the way that we interact with other people. I was taught politeness. I was taught respect. I was taught to honor your elders. And so those principles have stuck with me throughout my life. Nowadays, you see very few people doing that. And that is a direct result of what they're being taught when they're young. And so I can see how you could use anime to teach principles like that, or to teach other principles like I'm trying to think of the way to put this. Principles like never trust anyone. Always make sure you see what's in it for you. Never be kind, never be gentle, never be loving, because it never pays off. You never get anything back. Those kinds of principles get taught, and then people grow up and that's how they behave, because that's the way they were taught. And so I can see how anime could be used for either good or evil, either one. It just depends on the story and what it's about. And as many of the people that have come to my channel to talk about Attack on Titan have pointed out that yes, there is violence in the story, but it basically teaches you that the violence is useless, that it doesn't accomplish anything. And if that's what it's teaching, that's a good thing, because violence doesn't solve problems. And we should always seek non-violent ways to resolve problems that we have. Unfortunately, there are some people in the world for whom violence is the only thing they know, and so they resort to that immediately. They don't even try other things. And I'm going on and on. I'm sorry. Anyway, this was interesting. I like the music, as I said. I'd like to know more about the story. And I definitely want to know who Kaijuu is, so I'm going to have to look that up, what that is. Because it's obviously a word that doesn't translate well into English, or they would have translated it. So I got to find out what a kaiju is. So I got to find out what a kaiju is. Before I go, I definitely want to pray for you that God will watch over you while you sleep, and that He will multiply your rest, and that when you get up in the morning, you will be raring to go, and you will be filled with energy, and you will not be tired at the end of the day. And I pray for that for every person that you love as well. So until tomorrow, this is the Vietnam Era Vet signing off.